Florida. But really, all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone. The Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Denver Broncos.
One that knows what to do, when to do, how to do, and where to do. Not only that, she taught me how to get slow road. That's all you're younger than what she said. But I'm an older man, so I can teach you anything.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
God damn, they got a super car there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is.
And got his man complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his right.
Come on, 66.
That catch good for only a couple. Here's a play fake as they set up the throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already, the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
The early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Back to throw again. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This take it in at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as they'll get this to about the 23. possession here on first down. Flush to his right. Oh, he's going to air it out right away.
God damn. Who the hell
He
is...
just falls
That nigga move like a linebacker out there. Slow as fuck.
yard line. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal
One play
situation.
when they got there.
Jones is
Wow,
in the
though.
end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
I'm tripping.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. It's a big play there for the Broncos. And the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
Man, come on, bro.
Picked off near the 44. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house from Pickett TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's the ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. KJ Hamler returning it. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time.
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed
Why
to
he
do.
keep just pass, man?
Not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
There's always something new to keep you motivated. Keep you committed to your goals. Take home the prize with 3-day home trial or free full refund. Learn more at whathells.com.
They'll set up a throw. That's complete. Okuebuna. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. Now they try the right side here. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They'll roll him out right. He's going to fire one, corner of the end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead. McManus's point after is good. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Running right, Jones. He takes this for 3 to the 29. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to
Man, that shit crazy. Come on, 29.
He's got a man complete. A big connection on that one. 32 yards.
One of the things that led this organization to commit to him as a starting quarterback as a rookie, his ability to keep his eyes downfield and make plays out of the pocket. Able to see the receiver while on the move and complete a really accurate throw.
Jones running on 1st down, but finding it pretty tough going as he'll get forward for only about 3 there before he's taken down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, what a catch. It's Godwin. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On 1st out. He'll drop the throw. Firing quickly.
Got my ass.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Flushed out right. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And his kick is indeed good. And with that, they'll take a 2-point lead here in quarter number 2. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
Different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Hands it off out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Back to throw now on first down. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking downfield for Godwin. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Open space inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Do what you can to stay positive.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And that's something you almost never see nowadays. When you fake it, you're at the 15-yard line on a PAT as opposed to just going for it from the 2.
I'm sorry. I know they got it, and congratulations to them, but it's just not a good play. I mean, the risk-reward is really off the charts. Not in your favor. Run your offense out there. Put it on the 2-yard line if you want to go for 2. But I'll be darned. They ended up getting that one, didn't they?
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Howard. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll let one go deep for Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he takes this in the red zone all the way inside Denver's 15. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Being chased out left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sideline. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game chart.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels. Got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy? And what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
And that is caught on the right sideline. took him a little too far. It's second down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for the Broncos. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. He'll look to throw here. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that's the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Sliding out of the pocket. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So we come upon halftime with the visiting Broncos taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports? Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 49-yard line. They'll drop to throw. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him. even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Now a handoff as they run left side.
Damn.
He works his way forward for a
Crazy.
total up past the 30. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll run the end around here with Judy. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll go up top here for him.
Come on.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Got a man.
Hey, hold on to that big Hamler.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. They'll set up a throw.
Man, stop playing.
As he couldn't reach back for it.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the third quarter from Tampa. They'll look to throw. They'll fire one downfield for Phillip. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This is the tight end fan. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back to throw again. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit, because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Pick.
This
Hell
to the
yeah.
sideline,
Hell
nearly
yeah.
intercepted. Oh, he had that in his grasp. Couldn't get it. Instead, it'll bring up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. Flushed out right. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. He'll look to throw. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting.
It's 5050 Cypress, CYPRESS, Creek, CREEK, Avenue East, apartment 1013, Tuscaloosa, Alabama 35405.
Perfect. And your email?
Donovan.tidmore@yahoo.com.
Perfect.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Right.
I have a couple of underwriting questions.
2nd and 5.
Have you suffered any of
This
the
one
loss
swung out here to Jones.
related to weather?
And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just
you said none related to weather?
Thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
No, man, that's the only.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And incomplete on
I live in
the
an
deep
apartment.
ball.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas
I stay by
got the
myself.
memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
The day of the loss, so I went to my car that morning, and I realized that my hood was popped on my car, and I know I didn't do it, so I looked inside. So I closed my hood, then I opened my car door, and I realized a lot of my stuff was just scrambled out, like just my car was just a mess. And I looked in my car and realized a couple things had been missing, and realized somebody went in my car and got some stuff out.
As they come up on 3rd down.
So they went inside your car. Do you see any force entry to your car?
No, ma'am.
Dancing to his left.
No, I didn't call him then, but I went to make a police report.
The Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd
yes.
conversion. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action.
Yes.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
But in the meantime, what items did they steal from you?
So they stole. I got my tool bag with my work tools in it. My tool bag with work tools in it. A pair of shoes. And a pair of shoes and a pair of pants. They also put that on a police report. I forgot about that.
Okay, you can always go back to the police and do an amendment to the police report and add on the colognes.
Okay.
Okay?
So how do I supposed to submit you guys the police report? Can I fax it to you or what?
I'm going to tell you now. One step at a time, okay?
All right.
So basically, any items that you forgot to
Again, he'll drop the throw. Steps away to his left. Out to the left there, complete to Howard. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds around the 7. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you've got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Are you with AT&T
But
or
down
any
here
other
near the goal
company?
line, you don't think of a cornerback in
that
run
was
coverage, but he
with
made the
T-Mobile.
stop.
Yeah, most of the cornerbacks we know, they want to be those pass defenders and take away one half of the field. But the best ones in the game are the complete cornerbacks, able to tackle.
It'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well,
you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He's still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense, because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
My claim info at assurance.com.
Okay.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again.
In the subject
Open
line,
man Hamler, that's
you need
complete.
to put the claim
And he's going to
number
get
by
7 out
itself.
of this
Do not
before
write
being
anything
taken
else.
down
Do you
at
have
the
your claim
27.
number?
Yes, I have.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation
Well,
as a quarterback?
yeah, can you give it to me? I have to look for it.
And lead to an interception.
Okay,
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops
Could you
it up
say it
in
one
the
more
air for the
time?
defenders to grab as well.
The root point there is they were able to connect.
347352
Okay.
Okay, so you put that number by
Send
itself
out
in
their
the
punter
subject
now.
line and you
Always a
send
good
me any
sign when your
documents that
first
you need
punt
to
comes
send.
in the fourth quarter.
Okay?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he
proof,
sends this one away.
your items could be excluded or paid
51 yards
50%
on
or
the punt
75%
there. And the
based on
Bucs
the
will
kind
get
of
ready to
proof
go
that you
on
send.
offense.
So it's very important that you make an effort into getting the best receipt possible.
The Bucs
You can
offense
also
set to
have
begin
my,
their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
My
Give him
extension
4 yards
is
there. It'll be second and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, a decent little game. Puts them in a pretty good spot for second down.
You call me, okay?
Okay.
I'm here to
Coming up
help.
on a second and
But other than
6.
that, so you need to file the police report, add on any items that you're missing, send me the police report, file proof of
On play
ownership,
action, they'll
and send me
throw.
send the claim number that is
Forced
in
out
the
to
link
his
provided
left.
to you. Okay?
Okay.
Charles, when you talk about free safeties, I think one word comes to mind, range. And we
All right,
saw an
thank you.
example of a rangy free safety right there.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle, because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Flush to his right. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Well, for a tight end, he can definitely motor. He shows off the wheels there after the catch as he's able to shake free.
Yeah, and this was a real simple, ordinary play to start, but boy, did things change. Once he got free, it was off to the races, and once he got high gear, there was absolutely no one who was going to stop him.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next gen stats. Now the try here for the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. the 25 to the 27. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
They defensively got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Not much there, only a yard. Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that one or two guys see have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources, wouldn't they? But they know that that's not possible, so I think they've got to go in there and make sure that this isn't a distraction. They also know that once the grumbling starts, it becomes a slippery slope, and it's hard to stop the fall. I think you need to sit some guys down and say, hey, look, we're still hoping to be a playoff team this year. We need you guys to be bought in with what we're doing. Come on, let's get on board.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to have a third down. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now back to throw. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown. Because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today.